You talked about how much you were not looking forward to this matchup between you and Coach Manning. Now that it's behind you, relief or what was it like for you emotionally?
Well, I mean, I didn't like the idea of playing against him. Once the game went on, I wasn't thinking about Danny. I think we were thinking about our team and how we could win a game. And if you looked at the first half, you didn't think they've ever been coached. And then you look at the way the game ended, it's a terrible feeling. I'm happy for Danny. You know, they made two big plays at the end. You know, I don't know if we could have defended any better, but when it came down to winning, we miss a free throw. We don't handle a switch. We got fouls to give them. We talked about the fouls to take. I even drew up their play on the three. You know, but we were going to foul a dribbler, and we didn't do it. And then we even, with 3.8 seconds to go, they're not going to foul. We told them, you can just dribble it as fast as you can. And we pull up the half court. So, you know, execution was bad, but, you know, that's what we're about right now. You know, Sean and Ryan, afraid to take a shot against the zone, put all of it on Nick, afraid to, you know, penetrate. And, you know, we're playing them. I don't know why you would fear anything like in a situation like that. The coach is playing you. But, you know, we just got to get through this. Our first half, we were selfish. We never moved the ball, took bad shots, got out-hustled, out-worked. Second half, we defended as well as we have all year. Played with a lot of energy, but you know, we can't put it on a couple of guys to get us over the hump.
Did you really want to increase the tempo in the second half?
No, I just wanted us to guard, to rebound, get a loose ball. They got 13 offensive rebounds. We had eight assists again, 13 turnovers. But I think that's, I think a symptom when you don't have guys that can put the ball on the floor and make plays for others. Danny was smart. He zoned us, and they took away Jalen and tried to take away Cannon and let Ryan and Sean try to beat him, and you know, we didn't get it done. But 4-point lead with fouls to give, 22 seconds. Unacceptable.
Coach, is closing one of the hardest things that team has to learn to get over the hump?
Is what?
Closing out the ball game, this game against Tulsa.
Well, it's hard to close when you get behind as badly as we did. You know, I've always said that. You know, when you get down that poorly and you don't execute, you got to be perfect. Late, and we weren't perfect. I looked up before I put Cotton in the game in the second half. They had something like 4 points.
Yeah.
And boom, they get a couple to get 8. But holy God, they made 6 points in the last 22 seconds, 14 for the half, and we lose the game. That's hard.
Did you know some of the Kansas players were going to be here from back then beforehand?
When we were in Santa Clara, Lincoln Minor tipped it off. So, but, you know, I know they loved Danny. That was a close group. I knew Archie was going to be here. He's in Dallas. I knew Lincoln was coming. Milt Newton, who works, you know, for Washington, worked for me in the NBA. He told me he was going to try to get here. I got texts from a number of other people that were hoping to get here from that group but couldn't. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat.
What was the pregame like for you? Did you try to stay in your routine, or did you know, make a couple of exceptions?
I don't have a routine. I got to do a radio show. I watched Kansas play. Temple, 2 well-coached teams. Hopefully we'll get there someday. glad to see some of the Kansas guys.
Does that kind of show you the bond that you guys built way back then, and to see these guys, so many of them come back?
Well,
to
think
this game?
about Kansas. Everybody, that program has a bond. You know, I heard Thad Matta say, you know, play Kansas, they expect to win. We got to get to that point. But that place is so rich in tradition and had so many wonderful people that have been involved throughout the years, and Bill Self has embraced everybody in that tradition. It's a phenomenal situation. You know,
You mentioned,
look around here. I don't see a lot of these NCAA banners and championships and stuff like that. We're gonna try to change that.
you mentioned Sean Williams and Ryan Manuel and their hesitation maybe to take some of those shots. What
Not
can
even to take a shot, make a play. Hey, look at the lines. I mean, think about it. I mean, that's just make a play. Don't worry. I know. I told Sean timeout. Don't be afraid. It was 15, 16 seconds a number of times, and they don't even look, pick up the dribble, and then when the clock's running down, run into a crowd. Come on, make a play. Coach is playing you. Got to believe in you.
Is that something you coach out of, or is that players?
I don't know. I just don't know, and it's tough because, you know, we aren't deep. You know, our bench didn't score. Not that they played a lot of minutes, but did not score. Got 1 rebound, no assists, 2 turnovers. Their bench, 1 kid got 18, but they, you know, so we got to get to that point. We got to get to that point where our starters, you know, play not to fail, and we got to find a way to get help. But it's coming. You know, I heard what Tony Dungy said. He didn't change his values when he went to Tampa Bay. He believed it, and he expected the players to adhere to the values he had. And then the third option was get better players. And he said the first 2 were not an option. So, but I don't want kids to be afraid to fail. I don't know how you change that, but we have to try, and I don't want them to get at the end of the game and be afraid to make winning plays. I don't know how you do that. I don't want them to put the burden on Nick Russell.
Have you had players like that in the past?
Pardon me?
Have you had players like that in the past that have had that feel?
Oh, I mean, I've taken over, you know, everywhere I've been, but Detroit has been a struggling situation. You know, and you want to instill confidence once you get them to play the right way. We didn't play the right way the first half. That was painfully obvious. Second half, I mean, we had unbelievable effort. We defended like crazy. You know, Ryan and Sean and everybody helped us get back into the game. That was wonderful, but you know, when it comes down at the end, you can't be afraid to fail. I think we didn't switch late clock. We talked about it, didn't foul when we were supposed to, and they executed. And that's what's happened to us at Wyoming and here and a lot of other games.